If you're anything like me, you've become completely addicted to multiplayer games in modern times. The payoff, the reward for grinding at something, working towards something you've been trying for so long and finally hitting it. But it also means you're often at the whims of either your teammates or opponents, and if they've just had a really bad day. You lack the control of your experience to just jump on and play and know you're gonna have a good time. Maybe you jump on a battle royale and hope your friends are online to play some games with, or you try and give it a go solo and just hope you don't run into the best player that's ever touched the game, or worse than that, a lobby full of AI. Or you jump on a multiplayer game and hope that your teammates aren't going to make you be their therapist for the next 30 minutes just so you can win a game. Or what often happens to me, you want to jump on a storyline game, but you know you're just going to get bored halfway through and get over it. But that's where the sponsor of today's video comes in, Borderlands 4. Thanks to 2K for sponsoring this video. You want to have a game you can jump on and immerse yourself in and be challenged, but not be at the whims of whether your teammates or opponents are having a really bad day. So instead, you try to play a single player game, but you're just left bored and unsatisfied with no real challenge or payoff. This is a cycle I find myself in very often, but sometimes there's that one game that comes along that offers everything I'm looking for. A co-op game that I can play with my friends or by myself with an engaging storyline, but challenging combat and progression that keeps me grinding and feel rewarded for my effort. That game is Borderlands 4. I've been a huge fan of the Borderlands franchise throughout my gaming journey. I started with Borderlands 2 before beating Borderlands 3 multiple times on different hunters, so being reached out to by 2K to try Borderlands 4 was a dream come true. In case you haven't played a Borderlands game before or aren't completely familiar with Borderlands 4, let me give you the basic run through of how the game and the characters work before I give you my specific thoughts on what I like and dislike about the game. It is a class-based looter shooter where you start off picking one of 4 different Vault Hunters. These characters have different abilities that shape how you will play the game. I chose to play as Rafa, the Exo Soldier, for my first playthrough. He has 3 different abilities you can swap between. Apophis Lance, you equip an offhand arm cannon you can use to blast opponents with. The Peacebreaker Cannons, which are shoulder-mounted cannons which fire at enemies in front of you, dealing insane damage. And my favorite ability, Arc Knives. You put down your guns and equip arc knives that you use to slice your opponents with insane damage and mobility. These are so insanely fun, but you do have to be careful. If you use it poorly, you put yourself at a lot of risk by getting so close. Next up, Amon, the Forge Knight, will almost definitely be my pick when I do a run through of my wife, as he's more of a tank that can take a bit more of a beating than the other hunters to keep your teammates safe. He has a shield he can use to block damage, throw axes at opponents, or dash at his opponents, dealing melee damage. My brother chose to play as Vex the Siren for our first run through together. He's obsessed with cats, so a hunter with the ability to summon Trouble, a giant cat-like companion to fight alongside you, was always going to be his first choice. She can also summon copies of herself to taunt and confuse opponents, or cast Incarnate, a huge phase explosion damaging nearby opponents and healing herself. Last up is Harlow the Gravatar, a scientist weaponizing matter itself with the ability to deal huge damage with Chroma Accelerator, slow down time with her 0 point, or throw a Flux Generator to deal damage and trap opponents. Alright, so what are my overall thoughts after playing the game now for a few days? First up, one of my favorite parts about this game is the depth and difficulty of the combat. Like I said earlier, I'm addicted to multiplayer games because of the challenge. I want to feel like my skill matters and improving means something. I don't like a game I can just aimlessly run through, clicking my abilities and not feel like I'll be punished if I don't understand my character. Most storyline games I play just don't itch that scratch I need for competitiveness and improvement. It is worth mentioning I was only playing on medium difficulty for my first playthrough. It has easy and hard settings as well to encompass anyone on the gaming spectrum. It isn't just the difficulty of the combat, it's also the diversity. On top of switching out my abilities and talents to keep combat fresh, the opponents and bosses are always unique and engaging, so I'm not just doing the same combination over and over again. Borderlands 4 provides challenging opponents a lot of gear and talent progressions that enables me to deep dive in and really focus on my weapon combinations and grinding the game to get the best weapons and talents possible. My second favorite part about Borderlands 4 is without a doubt the accessibility. Not only is this game playable on PC and console, it also comes with crossplay so you can play online with your friends no matter what device you're on, but it even comes with couch co-op. Now, for my younger audience, you probably might not even know what couch co-op is, or at least you don't realize how big of a deal this is. Growing up, I would absolutely love playing games with my friends, with my family, on the same device, just sitting on the couch playing games together. It made it so easy just to jump on and play, and it made it so much more fun. Borderlands 4 is bringing that back. When I do my run through of this, I can now go downstairs, boot up my PlayStation 5, jump on the couch with my wife, and I can just play. I don't need to have any internet access to my friends. I don't need to jump on Discord so I can talk to each other. I can just jump on, play with my wife, and have so much fun. My next favorite feature is, and this is a weird one for me because normally I don't care about this much in video games, the art style. Now, this isn't unique to Borderlands 4. You know when you're watching or playing a Borderlands game because the art style is so unique. But I'll be honest, in Borderlands 2 and 3 especially, the post-apocalyptic kind of desert vibes most of the games have are very cool, but I am absolutely loving the first area of Borderlands 4. The fade fields are beautiful. The Borderlands art style combined with lush green rolling hills, beautiful ocean and scenery is honestly breathtaking. And this is not something I ever normally care about in video games, but I didn't realize I was missing this in the other Borderlands games. This is by far the prettiest Borderlands game, and I'm really enjoying that. Now, like I said, I haven't actually beaten Borderlands 4. It's only been out for a few days. This is kind of like my first impression video on what I'm feeling about it, but I absolutely love the pacing of this game. And it's very similar to other Borderlands that I've looked up. It has about a 20 to 30 hour main campaign, depending on how much side quests you're doing and how much extra you're doing, but it has over 100 to 200 hours of content if you want to try and do everything else. But the thing I love about Borderlands is you have that campaign that gets nice and fast paced. It's not long-winded. I'm not running around doing a whole bunch of bonus stuff, just filling my time doing random tasks that feels like it's not adding to anything just to make the game longer. I get to get through the campaign, smash it out, love every second of it, and then the replayability. Like I've mentioned multiple times in this video, I do multiple playthroughs when I play Borderlands. I want to try out the different hunters. I want to play with different people. I'm going to do a solo run through by myself. I'm going to do a run through with my brother, and I'm going to do a separate run through with my wife. And with 4 different hunters, I can do multiple run throughs and get an entirely different experience every time. It makes me feel like I'm truly getting my value for money, because quite often, again, with storyline games, I feel like to get my value for money, the game is just stretched out where I'm wasting so much time on things that feel like, yeah, I'm playing the game for longer, but am I actually playing the game, or am I working a job? I'm just doing tasks for the sake of it. Or the campaign's so short, I feel like I kind of wasted my money on a standalone game to just get through it in like 5 to 10 hours. Borderlands can be a super fast, action-packed experience, or you can try and complete everything and rerun it through and love it even more on the second attempt. But what if you're the type of player who doesn't want to do multiple run-throughs or make multiple characters? You just want to absolutely perfect your Vault Hunter and get the best loot possible. Well, don't worry, again, Borderlands 4 has you covered with the ultimate Vault Hunter experience. Basically, once you finish the campaign, you can choose to run the game back through on the ultimate Vault Hunter difficulty. The way this works is all the enemies have more health, but they drop even better loot. Like I said earlier in the video, one of my favorite things about Borderlands is it's a storyline game that actually feels challenging. And with the ultimate Vault Hunter, I can try to get the quest of getting the most gear possible. I want to try and get the best loadout. I want to have the best weapons with the best stats, fully spec out my talent tree, and make sure I am the ultimate Vault Hunter. It means it has an experience for every type of player. Overall, I've been having an absolute blast playing Borderlands 4. I streamed it for a few hours. My audience absolutely loved it. This is probably going to be my go-to game to play with my brother or my wife, and I want to just get on, chill out, and have a good time, but still scratch that competitive itch that I always have when playing games. So huge shout out to 2K for sponsoring today's video. If you want to download the game, check out the link in the description down below. I promise you, you'll love it. It is such a fun game.